Okay, everybody, welcome back to another Let's Connect Now, your business resource. That's right, guys. And you know what? I'm happy because, we did record 2 episodes before you left because you went on your business trip, but I'm happy you're back, because now she's here. But it's like she forgot everything. It's like you're scared. You're stage fright. Come on, Val.
Stage fright. I'm shy.
No,
that's not what. That's
anybody out there that knows
Val.
What
I heard. That's not what I heard.
Yes, she's not shy, right? Yeah.
Well, no, I'm definitely excited to be back. I did make some really good connections out in Philly, but really excited to be back. I mean, I missed you guys so much. I thought about you guys all the time. So just happy to be back here.
I love the fact that she'll text us like, "What are you guys doing?" And I'm like, "Yes, she misses us."
Wow. You don't have to tell everybody about that.
No, I have to tell everybody because there's people watching that think they have you. We have her. She's with us now. But no, we have an amazing guest today. Off camera, he's amazing. I mean, he's funny, man. This is I'm gonna love this one. I love all the other episodes, guys. So everybody, tune into the other episodes. But I don't know. Like, this guy's kind of cool, man. I like this guy.
Where do you think I met him?
At a bar.
That was the second time we saw each other.
No, well, I think all my guests that have been coming in, I've been really blessed to meet them out in the community. That I'm a networker, connector, a resourcer, finder, I should say. So definitely met at one of the events. I can't recall which one, but I know that I started seeing him all over the place. I'm like, I guess I got to talk to this guy because I'm going to might as well be friends with those that you're going to be seeing, right?
Yeah, definitely.
But definitely had to bring him in as one of our guests because he is with U.S. Bank.
Nice.
And he's one of the leaders at a national level, which provide a lot of different resources for the community, which is why I'm excited for him to talk about all the different things that U.S. Bank has to offer. But first, tell us who you are.
Yeah,
thank you, buddy. So now I feel like we met because you had to meet me. Like it was like you didn't want to.
Right? She's like,
I saw him. Might as well. This guy's.
I see him, and it's always awkward because he's like, oh, he's there again.
So, listen, but it was obviously a pleasure to meet you, and I'm glad that we did. So here we are. So Cesar Hernandez, of course. I work for U.S. Bank. So I lead a team of business access advisors across the U.S. Bank footprint.
Oh.
So U.S. Bank is in 26 states, and our access advisors are folks in the community, similar to like Valerie, connectors, right? Mm-hmm. These are folks that are, I like to say, activators of resources in communities. And we have a strategic approach in specific markets where we see there's a need for additional resources like educational programs, additional resources like technical assistance, and ultimately capital that entrepreneurs need to be successful. And we try to identify areas where there's gaps in these specific markets. And so our business access advisors act as kind of facilitators of all these resources in the community. So we serve clients from startup all the way up to $10 million in annual revenue size. Mm-hmm. So depending on what stage an entrepreneur is, we have resources to meet their needs. So we like to say we meet folks where they are.
I love it. Yeah. And how did, I'm loving the fact because a lot of people that we're bringing on here, and I love it that it's, a lot of it's Hispanic, Hispanic type people. And how does someone like yourself get into the industry that you're in, a banking? Yeah. Because me being in high school and stuff, I never thought like for myself to ever be in something like what you're doing.
Sure. No, I grew up in South LA, so son of 2 immigrant parents, and I didn't know anything other than what I saw every day. My dad being a machine operator, my mom a seamstress. But I met a mentor in high school that was doing something professional. He was working for at the time it was Pitney Bowes Management Services. They're like they provide management services for companies, and it allowed me to think about something outside of my 4 walls, right? And when I was in college, I said, well, I need something professional on my resume. I went into a bank and got a job as a teller. And so like many of us bankers, I was an accidental banker, but I found my way within the bank. And folks like to say, well, you're in finance. I say I'm in the people business. So whatever it is that you do with people, right, involves skills like relationship building. There's leadership that comes into play, right? There's marketing, because you're working with community and branding. There is business development involved. There's legal strategies. There's all these things that are involved in the bank. So it's not just numbers, because people think it's just number crunching. But there's so many facets, right? And I've learned all of that throughout my time. Been doing this 26 years. And
wow, 26 years.
26 years doing this. I started when I was 10 years old. It took him a little bit to get that.
Wait. He's obviously not good at math.
It took him a little bit to figure that one out. Sorry, guys. And so, 26 years, and primarily I was like in the business development side. So I worked in branches. I've worked, doing loans for folks in the community. And when I was in the field as a loan officer working with businesses, I primarily worked in the eastern part of LA. So you're talking about Downey, Paramount, Santa Fe Springs, Whittier, East LA, all these communities where there's specific needs, and yes, in the Latino community, but the needs in the Latino community are not very different than the needs of other communities. The only difference is sometimes there's a language gap. Right. And so part of what we do in the program that I lead is we address needs for all communities, but in a very specific way to the challenges that are in those communities, right? So we take that approach. It's very much, although we're a big bank, we take a small bank approach in communities where there's unique needs. So sometimes that is language support, right? And sometimes there is some cultural nuances that we address. The idea is we make it specific to those needs.
I love it.
And no, Cesar is actually absolutely right. Different communities have different needs. So some communities might have a gap, maybe more in access to capital, or it could even be financial literacy, or it could be maybe they're not having maybe as much revenues as other places. So what I have found is that U.S. Bank actually does focus on the different communities and their needs and be able to bring some certain resources. So with that being said, Cesar, can you tell me some of maybe of the resources that separates you from other banks?
Sure. And so going to our program, which is our Access Business Initiative, this lands under our Community Benefits Plan. So this is a national initiative where we bring resources to communities that need them, that there's gaps that we need to fill, right? And so what I will say is the group that I lead, we don't charge anything. It's free. So unlike maybe traditional bankers, we're not charging for the services. So what we do is we educate through like a one-to-many approach. So we do workshops. We have different cohorts for, technical assistance. So like if you need support in creating a business plan, which is important. If you don't have one, you need a business plan. We connect with nonprofits like the SBDCs, the SCORE networks to get mentorship programs out in the community. And we also deploy capital, right? That's through our lending products. We do have loans that we can offer the entrepreneurs, even startups, right? There's loans we can do. But what happens is if oftentimes we can't serve you or match you with a product, we connect you with one of our external partners. We have hundreds of CDFIs. These are non-bank financial institutions. So it's a nonprofit bank, essentially.
Right.
And because those institutions are funded by banks, we connect them with clients that we're not able to connect with capital, right? And so that's like an alternative lending, and they have different criteria than the bank does. So oftentimes entrepreneurs may not be ready to take on capital from a traditional bank. So our program connects them with a CDFI, and we get the capital they need. So it's rooted on education, connection points, right, and capital needs. So those are the three things that we ensure that we're serving the community.
No, I love that because, it's about getting the information out.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, don't know how even to start to get the type of information that you said right now. Because especially the Latino community, sometimes the Latino businesses, they hurt a lot because they don't have the information, or sometimes it's our pride not to cry out for help as well. We would prefer to sink than cry out for help or even try to find information like what you're just saying.
Yeah, and those are the intricacies that we address, right? Understanding that every community has a different need culturally. Sometimes when I said the cultural nuances, I remember being in the field and going to a client with their tax returns, all kind of screwed up, right? And they said, no, pues el notario, the notary did it.
The notary.
And you go to like a country like Mexico, the notary is like an attorney. You need to speak to a CPA. Let me refer you to some CPAs that I know are reputable and can do it. No offense to the notaries out there. If you're a notary, that's great. But we need financial professionals to be looking at small business owners' tax returns. Because when you come to a bank or any other financial institution to look for lending, they're going to look at your financials. So that's one thing that we address, right? How do you be ready to be bankable, so to speak?
Hey, I'm Michael.
I'm Ralph.
Welcome to Munoz & Munoz.
Come check it out. Here at Munoz & Munoz, every case is important to us. Big or small, small or big, we're here to help you.
And here also, privacy is our #1 priority for all of our clients. So come check it out. Our #1 priority is serving the community. We want to give the best attorney service out there in the industry. We're here to help you. Please call us for any personal injury or criminal defense needs that you may need.
So thank you guys for visiting our firm. As you can see, I'm here, Michael's here, always ready to serve you guys for any questions. And please, do not hesitate to call us for anything you need. It could be the simple question, we're here for you. Y sí, hablamos.
Shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. And eyes and cheeks and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
Affordable self-care from professional massage therapists and estheticians. It's what we do. Massage Envy, where better begins.
Hey everybody, I hope you guys are enjoying the show with Let's Connect Now. My name is Danielle Wood. I'm with Prospectors Federal Credit Union, a division of Certified Federal. You guys want to contact us regarding any banking needs or even auto loans and personal loans, feel free to contact me at any time. You can reach me at 909-396-9688 or 909-504-7371. I'm looking forward to talking and speaking with you all soon. Have a great one. Bye-bye.
Now, out of curiosity, and just because I've been in the banking industry in the past, so what if, let's just say their balance sheet or certain areas of their tax returns is blank, does that affect their application at all by any chance?
Yes, it does. I mean, that the profit and loss, right? It tells us if you're making money.
Yeah, you need to know that as a bank.
I think it's important, right? In order for you to repay a loan, you need to show that you're making money. Right, that's revenue generating. So your profit and loss is important. Your balance sheet is important because what does a balance sheet tell you? Do you have assets? What are your debts? Right, we need to know these things. You wouldn't let me borrow money unless you knew that you could get it back, right? And so financial institutions, not just banks, require these things. And so it's important that when you're talking to your financial professionals, your CPAs, they're helping you with a strategy, right? To, yes, mitigate your tax liability because, you know, who wants to pay taxes? But ultimately, you want to make sure that you're showing that your business is financially sound, right? Because if you're just writing everything off so that you can, you know, not pay any taxes, then when you come to a financial institution, then you can't show your ability to repay. And so we educate folks that it's important to go to somebody that's a financial professional, you know, again, like a CPA, that can help you through that.
Now, question for you. Do your advisors do one-on-one coaching to get you there as well, or do they just direct you to the right place?
Sure, that's one of the many things they do. These folks are amazing, right? So in addition to being connectors in the market, they also act as coaches, right? And so if you would like to speak to one, I could drop the information and maybe you guys can
put it
on here.
Absolutely.
And where you can actually link out to talk to a business access advisor in your market for free. You don't have to be a customer of US Bank, and they'll do an assessment. And essentially, they'll let you know their recommendations on what you should do. One thing we do is a health assessment with a partner that we have. It's called Hello Alice. And this is a partnership that we've created with US Bank. And it's a health assessment that we do. And it gives you it's digital, right? And it gives you like a score, like a health score. And that's for free. And it tells you, okay, based on your health score, these are the recommendations that we provide, right?
I like that.
And then we also have a partnership with an organization called Next Street, which is a digital platform that has learning services, other videos, things that could be helpful. I'll drop all that into to you guys so you can share with your listeners. Because all of these resources are for free.
Wow. Are you guys ever like doing events where you're out in the community though, so it makes it a lot easier? Because I know there's sometimes some people are like, yeah, okay, get the information, call in and stuff. But if you're right there out in like a community event or an expo, are you guys out there where it makes it very easy as well?
Yeah, so that's where we met, right? And so Valerie, if I could share, that was your kind of your previous life. That's what you were doing, similar work. And so that's what we are. We're very heavily focused in outreach in the community.
Okay.
So you find us at expos, like these networking events, all these fairs and business fairs and all these things that happen. And oftentimes we create our own events where we outreach with partners. Like the SBDC network, Scores, the women business centers out there, chambers, right?
Yeah.
The LA Latino Chamber is one of our partners here in Los Angeles, right? And so that's just one of many.
I'm wearing their pen right here.
Oh, see, I knew there was a reason that I thought about them. I saw the pin. That's a plug.
That's a plug. Quick plug right there.
Quick plug there for Valerie. And so
I have to wear my.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell on you.
So make sure he listens.
And why don't I have a pin? Anyway,
because you're wearing a USB one.
Oh, that's right. So, but anyhow, partnerships like that are key because ultimately we want to engage with entrepreneurs. All things we do should lead to that engagement, and so we need partners like the chambers, like those business associations.
Like,
to get us in
connect
front.
now.
Let's connect now.
Like
what we're doing.
you guys. That's what I was going to say. You cut me off. When I was gonna say it.
I'm sorry.
Like you guys.
I got excited.
What kind of host is?
Come on.
I got really excited about
like you guys to get the word out because oftentimes you said it. People are a little hesitant to go to the bank, and say, "Oh, what am I going to
I heard it, but I don't know."
And so we want to kind of break those barriers, right? And so we need folks like you.
No, people can feel more comfortable going out there and stuff, and that's what we love to do here. Valerie knows that we like to create events that puts us right in the community, and having U.S. Bank there, would be amazing.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yes, yes. But we do because at the end of the day, like it's great to have business to business type networking, but at the same time, there's businesses like U.S. Bank that want to get into the face of the community, and that's what we specialize in. Let's Connect Now, and GWC is getting the businesses in the face of the community.
The face of the community. Right?
Yes, Cesar, get him in the face.
What a face! What a face! Yeah.
But I love it. I love it.
No, Cesar. No, well, we definitely appreciate you making the way out here. I know it was a little bit of a drive, so we truly appreciate you being one of our guests here. And as you come across any resources that you think that our community can leverage and benefit from, please let me know. We would love to have you back on and make sure that we get that out to our audience. But just to close out very quickly, what would be something that you can give an advice to maybe, because I know some of our audience might be in transition or trying to open up a business or maybe grow their business. What would be like a quick, fit for all, just a quick advice that you can give out?
I think, thank you for that. And first of all, thank you for having me. And so it was a pleasure driving out here. Don't worry about it.
I thought you flew in.
Well, I didn't want to say the helicopter.
I wanted to make it a bigger deal.
The helicopter's waiting. So what I will say is something I already mentioned. Have a plan, right? A lot of people have great ideas. They have great hobbies. But that doesn't become a business until you have something tangible in writing that is a plan of action, right? So if you don't know where to start, go to your bank. Listen, if you don't, obviously I want you to come to U.S. Bank, but come to your bank and say, connect me with some resources. I would say most banks have some. Ours is a little unique, right? But other banks have, resources. But if you don't want to go to the bank, you can go to your local SBDC office, which is an organization that's through the SBA, so Small Business Administration. They can help you develop your business plan. That's number one. And then also have a plan in terms of your financial needs. Because oftentimes people come and ask for a loan, and they don't even know what it's for.
Right. Yeah.
They just say, I need a loan. Well, what is it for? I don't know. I just need money. I need money to start a business. Well, what is it you need? What are you going to use it for? Right? And you want to be able to project out what you're going to need in the next 6 months to a year. So planning is key, right? So great ideas, all the things, fantastic, but have a plan. And that's my best advice that I can give people.
No, thank you. This was amazing, and I think we had a little bit too much fun this time.
No, I think I had a great time. But I love the fact that, you know what, this is what I love about it. You're bringing amazing people on the show all the time that show that, hey, we do business, but I'm human too, man.
Yes.
And we know how to have a good time and share, and that's what it's about. Because people eventually just fall in love with your personality. You know what I mean? Because he seems like a good guy. I trust him.
I mean, they have no choice. I have a radio face, so they have to fall in love with my personality. You got that one.
I got that one. Yes. I know. Yeah.
That's up his alley.
There you go.
Yeah, we'll share with you after what that means. But no, thank you so much for coming on. Really appreciate it. We'll put all your information down below and stuff. And of course, any last words? Anything we want to say before we go?
No, I think that's all. No, I thank you everybody for listening, and hopefully you found today fruitful for you and beneficial, and looking forward to seeing you next week. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.